Hey there, Jed Coverness here from JedCoverness.com, and welcome to Talk Therapy, tool that I use to clear my mind and all that fun stuff. If you hear a little shake in my voice, it's because it is really, really effing cold. Like normal, actually, for this time of year, but it's been a mild-ish winter, kind of. I mean, it's been cold, but I mean, dang, minus 26 real temp. That feels like minus 45 with the wind chill. It's probably worse, but it's cold and warm at the same time, because as soon as you get cold enough, you feel hot, and that's when the old frostbite starts to come on. So be careful with that one. But yeah, enough about the weather. The weather's the weather. Let's talk about weather, huh? Weather. How's that weather? Yeah. Just got to keep moving. Now minus 27. Damn. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. What's getting at me right now is I didn't post anything about workouts or about, the 25 push-up challenge, stuff like that, over the weekend, and it kept eating at me like I was doing something wrong. And then last night, I just decided, you know what, whatever. I'm okay with not posting on social media for a day or two. Like today, I'll get all those posts up there. I will post them to be like, yeah, what? Like I worked out still. I don't need to post it to my social media page that I worked out for, over 960 days in a row, whatever. Yes, I get there's a timestamp on it, but oh freaking well, doesn't matter. Like what? Somebody's actually watching me going, oh no, he broke his daily total. No, nobody is. And for all I know, there might be. Like somebody's probably just watching me every single day going, holy shit. And who knows? I'm okay with both. Like, oh well. But the crazy part to me is that both the days I didn't work out right away in the morning, and I felt agitated all day. And I feel as if it was because of the workout. Like, just get the workout done right away in the morning. Like, eat the frog first. And you got it done. Then you don't have to worry about it the rest of the day. No more. And I feel like I didn't do that. So then it was just, I got to get that done, eating at me all day. And it just didn't happen until I knew I was going to get it done. Just didn't know when. And that's what sucked. So maybe I won't do that again, no matter what. Like, I think that's just what's going to happen. Yeah. And then the garage, man. Like, I've just been so disgusted with what the garage looks like. And I know many people are like this. Like, everything in your life, there's just something or some place or whatever it is, you're just like, I got all this stuff laying around and it's built up over time. I don't know what to do with any of this. My wife is a really good example, like probably the best example that I've ever seen for not necessarily cleaning, but yes, cleaning. I'm not saying I don't do cleaning. I guess what I'm saying is she said something a while back that really struck really deep. I was like, it's everything has its place. And maybe I've talked about this, but it's really hitting me right now just from everything. But everything has its place. And if it doesn't, it's probably doesn't need to be there anymore. You can put it in the garbage, or you can give it away, or like get it out of your existence. It doesn't matter anymore. It's not serving you, so you can make it go away. Throw it in the garbage, give it to somebody, whatever it is. So that has been that, like last night, it just started throwing away stuff that just does not serve me anymore. And now I can at least walk into the garage without tripping all over shit. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty satisfying this morning. Now it is a giant mess, like colossal, right? Like I have 3 benches, 3 different heights for projects, right? I figure one is high for the ones that I really need detail for. One is mid-level, so I can just kind of work on whatever. And then one is low, in case I wanted to sit. Ergonomics, right? Like, duh, I'm going to have that in my own shop. Yes. But anyway, so I can't even work on anything because it is just full of shit. All 3 benches are just full. Like crazy full. And I've been putting it off basically since Emery is born, and that was a year ago, right? It's been over a year now, and it's just been collecting shit and collecting and collecting and collecting. So what did I do? Last night I threw a bunch of stuff away so I can at least get in the garage without tripping over it. And then the other thing is I moved one thing, and I feel damn good about that. I moved the ammo box, right? I moved one thing to where it's maybe gonna be, forever or whatever. But I have this area in the back on a shelf with all my other ammo, and I moved it to that, right? And I felt good about that. It doesn't need to get done all at once. It's the same concept as the workouts of the day, right? The WODs. It's slow, small changes. It's the exact same concept. I felt good about moving that one thing. And then tonight, after the kids go to bed, I'll probably move a few more things. I'll heat it up. Like I have the propane running. But it just can't keep up. So, I'll flip that off, or I'll turn that off, and then I'll fire it up and, whatever. But I'll get it heated where it's comfortable. And then I'll move a couple of more things. And I don't need to stay up until midnight every night until it's all clean, like I was thinking about, before, where it's like, this is just way too much to do. Just way too much. No way. But yeah, it'll come. It's slow, right? It's like the journey. That's the fun part. Like, I don't need it done all at once. People want it so fast. It's the same concept of exercise and nutrition and a healthy lifestyle. If you want it to be permanent, find its place. Like, everything has its place. I love that. Like, that's what, Jessica, she's just like, she just knows, man. Like, she's the perfect example of everything has its place. If it doesn't, then it needs to go away. It's like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Why shove shit in something else, put it in here, throw it over there, put it on this flat surface? Like, every flat surface eventually starts to collect shit. Unless you give it its spot, its place, then when you're done with it, put it back in its place. I know it sounds like OCD, but it's just not. It's staying organized. And that, man, it just feels so much better because you don't waste time looking for stuff. You don't. And my wife, she has the 3 kids and me to get after. Like, I'm getting a lot better. I'm not perfect, but I would say I'm getting better. since that day, basically, about putting stuff back where it not necessarily belongs, because like you could say, well, it belongs here. No, like it back in its place, where everybody mutually comes together and says, this is where this goes. Agreed? Yes. Okay, cool. Like there's this one remote that we have, like remotes, man, like that's one thing we have not mutually agreed upon, because we're always fucking looking for those dumb things. But there's this one remote that we have for a light switch, for a lamp that's plugged into a wall that stays on top of, this little armoire type thing that we have, and it's always there. Always. Like the sun's gonna come up tomorrow, we can depend on that remote being there. Can you imagine a life like that you had you were certain, like you could be closing your eyes and just knowing where you're at and where stuff is at, where whatever is at, and you hit a button and light turns on. They would be like in your mind, you'd get that light bulb turning on every time you reached in and went, okay, here we go, I can do this. And you hit that button, you're like, yes, there it is. That's the level of awesome that's about to go down. So I don't know, like cleaning is not always fun. Cleaning is somewhat daunting, right? But it doesn't have to be if you stop putting expectations on yourself. If it's a big task, like I have, this garage is just full of shit. Like, I need to throw some stuff away. I do. And I am. Like, I already have. But yeah, one little thing, one little change at a time. Put stuff where it belongs. If you don't know where it belongs, that's okay. You can take your time because you have time. Trust me. I promise you have time. If you think you don't, then stop watching all that TV. Get off the couch and stop watching TV. Right? Get off your phone. Get up off that couch. Get off your phone. And go. Get one thing done. One thing back to where it belongs. Yeah. Get after it. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Like, comment, share. If this brought you some value, do something with it. Share it to somebody else that may need the value. And as always, if you're willing to change from the neck up, you will change from the neck down. I believe in you. Now it's your turn to start believing in yourself. Stay safe out there. Be blessed. Bye for now.